Hello, 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 and if I sound terrible, it's because I'm still sick. Thank you all for dropping by for another bit of Disco Elysium. Let's see if we can get ourselves a little bit further this weekend. Alrighty dighty. Let's bring back the game music and continue where we left off. Alright, we are still all alone. You see a sturdy woman humming to herself. Seems to be browsing books. A good one?
Yes? Hello?
Hi. Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
Oh, okay. Name makes sense.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much.
Oh, okay.
If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
You know what? If she wants to be left alone, have a good day.
Hello again, sir.
Who are the famous people you referred to earlier?
Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them.
Scratches her cold reddened cheeks, then continue. Oh.
I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
Reading those don't make the readers more famous, does it?
But it does make the famous people more famous.
Fame is for vain people. I got better things to do.
Okay, sir.
Stamps her feet, waiting for what comes next. Oof. What's romance?
It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man.
Oh. She smiles at the thought, perhaps imagining herself in that situation.
Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
Oh. What about a book where the man and lady business doesn't work out at all?
I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum.
Yeah, I think she has one about an excruciatingly painful breakup.
I don't think it's a romance story if the main characters break up, though.
No, think about it. One where they plunge in towards spiral of pain and recrimination, only it's really long and drawn out. Scarred for life. Phantom limb.
No, I don't know.
Doesn't ring a bell? Alright, I'll ask your mom.
Yes, she knows books. Definitely.
What was that? An idea for an unfinished novel stuck somewhere in your forebrain?
What about when everyone's poor?
That's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life.
Well, sometimes you have to write about real things.
Not in romance books, sir. These are about nice and pretty people, and everyone is happy in the end.
What about a poor man and a rich lady?
It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or something. Those are unhappy books, for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end.
What about if both men are bad?
These are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that.
What if it's written really well?
Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either, because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting.
That would be. That's enough romance for me. Got other
Maybe
questions.
some about other books.
Yeah, what about your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside, minding the register, or organising the stock. Feel
Oh,
free to step in and browse our wares.
and you're standing out here in the cold
I'm
because...
signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
Uh-huh.
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling. but she's cold.
You're cold. Can I help in some way?
Kind of you to offer, sir.
What could you do to help her anyway?
Well, maybe I should have a word with the store owner, maybe?
Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm.
Shouldn't you be at school or
I
something?
do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
Isn't going to school more important than this?
Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
There is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
And how's the business going?
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Ah,
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders.
cursed in what way?
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go...
Bankrupt?
Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
Mother told me about the curse, but she won't let me investigate.
Yes, she can be quite strict about it. My mum doesn't let anyone sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar.
Alright, bye. See you around, Annette.
Wow, so someone's been a little boring.
What?
Yes, my standard liege. Someone's seen all sorts of wild ideas pop off and thought, I'll take the boring one. The regular, please. The brown.
I like brown.
Of course you do. And maybe some black shoes or a pristine white shirt to go with that. It's official. My lord's coppo type is regular cop. I'll let everyone know. I'll send out a telefax.
Wait, what? This would be my capo type now?
Yes, the type of cop you are, sire. Think of it as a caste, a class even, a nation of regular law officials that you belong to. It comes, of course, with the usual benefits.
Why not? Send out telefax then. I'm not ashamed.
Done and done. No actual communiques will be sent, of course. That would be too dramatic.
Regular. Okay, looks like you got a bit of the normal in you. Touch of the regular. 4 grams of Johnny Normal Cop. Who'd have thunk it? You are the extremist of all cops. Said pretty boring things back there. Now you have 2 choices. You can either leave it behind and forget it, or try to utilize your normalcy. Internalize it. Get in touch vanilla back in the herring-flavored egg and licorice ice cream of your mind. That probably would be not the worst thing in the world. Like... Someone at the top of the roof. Maybe there's a way up there?
The door is closed.
Knock?
There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere inside.
Oh.
A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
Why are you doing this? Don't do this to me.
The door is mute and indifferent. Your despair is a joke to it.
I'll try it again.
Still no answer.
Try the handle?
This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside.
3rd time?
Still nothing.
Can I help you?
Yeah, about my
You're
bill.
already set for the night. Your door is unlocked.
Alright. Can I go in there? I guess not. Hmm. Talk to Measurehead again. Alright. Hey, Enos.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Well, I do not want to subscribe to his advanced race theory, so let's not. Why are you not with the Hardy Boys?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last.
Hmm.
In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading.
I see.
You pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act. This is unlike him. He is usually more himself.
There's more to it. What have you got against him?
Fine. They have recently fallen under the influence of a possibly sexually perverted female vagrant and a narcotics peddler. It's shameful.
Oh, what do you mean?
Find out for yourself, endomorphic blub.
Right. You know what? Don't be such an asshole to your fellow dock worker.
The man looks at you, silent and unmoving. His eyes burrow into the remnants of your soul.
You are not Santiago. Santiago is not you. Even the phrenically impaired can see this.
Okay. Well, I guess let's go. Yeah, I guess we can try the map wall. I think that's like around here or something.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to...
Another splattering of bullet holes on this wall.
This must be it. This must be the door Everard mentioned.
Oh yeah, no, that's the thing I don't want to do.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
I think I'm looking for books, though.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Heimdall somewhere.
Let's take a look.
And rows of Heimdall men blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Heimdall and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Heimdall, Return to Heimdall. And the solipsistic Man from Heimdall and the Heimdall Man.
Good God, how many are there?
Maybe 100. Man from Heimdall and the Sages at the End of the World. Man from
I think that's enough.
The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Heimdall novels.
Do any of the books call out to me?
A twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching.
What is it?
Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular Man from Heimdall in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. A woman sits on the throne, leering at the man. She's laughing at him, belittling him. Between the throne and the Heimdall man lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The shadow of the woman's headdress looks like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from Heimdall and the Devil Woman.
Storekeep, this book is misogynistic. How do you peddle such filth?
Oh, sir, I know. This really isn't representative of our values. But the store has to cater to its customers.
The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Heimdall novels.
I don't really need a muscle man type book.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over. A couple of spook novels hide amidst all the detective books. Thrilling tales of spycraft and daring do.
Well, let's take a look
Crime
here.
fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends.
We've certainly learned that in this game.
What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives.
Yep.
Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, Would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Sure.
You see Dick Mullen on the job. Get Me Mullen. The Stalwart Adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the Murder in the Orchard. The Sordid Affair of Dick Mullen. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the Murder House. The Final Case of Dick Mullen. An Obvious Lie.
Yeah.
Dick Mullen in the Clock Tower. The Ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick. Dick Mullen's Funeral Pyre. The Murder of Dick Mullen.
Dick Mullen dies?
Oh no. Turns out he faked it to solve a case.
Any more?
Yes. There's also The Dame Who Did It. Farewell, My Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The morbid tales of Dick Mullen. A dark tide turns. Tragedy calls for Dick Mullen. Another one with fake death.
Of
And,
course.
Of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer.
Right.
After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen?
Who is Dick Mullen?
Your attempt to grasp at the answer fails. It seems very close by, pulsating just out of reach.
It's the crime fiction.
robberies, murders, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out. You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
Note, reading about Dick Mullen would not actually make you a better detective.
No.
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell. Browsing
take a
through all
look.
the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook.
What's that about?
High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other.
Uh-huh.
Next to that, Rivasholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse though, but not too long.
Right.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce.
Any of note and so?
I would say... The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool, delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power.
Who or what's an innocent?
A very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education. The book
Maybe.
is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things.
So, you recommend it?
Certainly, it's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos we'd be in otherwise.
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside.
I guess I'm interested in the Greatest Innocence book.
A true cultural touchstone. Enjoy the read. Dust
Tome brings knowledge on the history of innocence, written by one Yao Palmetto Sanbez Lopez de Fuego, a messy fascist. Ooh. He tries to reach a conclusion on which of the innocents is the coolest in the world.
The Greatest Innocence by Joao Paulo Salomao Lopez de Fuego. The book is large and heavy.
Let's crack it
Browsing
open.
through the various chapters, you try your best to understand the ceaseless overflow, the sprawl of names, dates, places, events historical. Most of it ends up as a twisted mass of facts inside your brain.
Uh-oh.
Your educational survey is done. Did you catch any of that? No. Oh well,
Hey,
it's
Seth.
pop quiz time. Let's see what you've learned. This might take a few minutes. You ready?
Oh, thanks for the resubscription. Thank you very much. Hey, Mick. Sure, let's try the pop quiz.
That's the spirit. Here we go. Question 1. Who was the first innocence? Oh yeah, this is what I was made for.
That's so? Alright, give me all the hints you got.
A pop quiz is a short examination designed to test your knowledge without any prior warning or announcement. Such exams allow the teacher to assess how thoroughly the students have retained the material at hand. Voila. Now blast that first innocence. Thanks
Okay.
for nothing.
Yeah.
Dolores Day. Dolores.
Doris Day?
Incorrect. Dolores
Oh.
Day was the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. She codified parliamentary democracy and created modern institutions. Among these, the moral intern, she was powerful and beautiful on all her icons. Her colors are silver, white, and apricot. And when you think her name, Dolores, stomach acid rises to the back of your throat, and it hurts. You see a flash silver, a wreath, an airport bag, and blonde hair. You don't know why. Another choice, perhaps? Steer clear of this one. There's something terrible about this one.
What?
A strange sensation of loss. When she left the earth, the dust, and the ice, and the humans. That is unimportant to the quiz. Stop thinking about this.
Uh-oh.
Yes, the quiz is impersonal. No need to rouse sensations in yourself at the mention of Dolores Day. Who was the first innocence? It wasn't Dolores Day.
Sola?
Incorrect. Sola was anointed during the previous century and even lived to see the current one. She was an urban planner who spoke her mind and largely left history to its own devices, encouraging people to excel on their own rather than prescribing to a deified model of history. She is often called an anti-innocence.
Oh. She sounds actually kind of cool.
Sola resigned after an assassination attempt by a Yugo nationalist who blamed her for not taking the side of the left during the turn-of-the-century revolutions. Innocences don't usually resign. Care to try again?
The Perganasin?
Correct. Nothing much is known about him. It's not even clear that he was a he, but Franco Negro presumed as such and called him Pius. He's depicted as a young man with molten gold pouring out of his mouth. All he spoke was gold. It's said he invented God and equality of men before God. He also introduced the gold standard as a way for measuring people's love for Aurum.
I see.
As the first innocence, he declared that there should be more of those like him. It is presumed his disciples were the beginning of the Holy Party, the founding party.
Right.
Question 2. Who was the strongest innocence? Easy. Everybody knows the answer to this. You, me, anybody.
Sure, try again. Trust you got my back.
An innocence is the highest category of historical personage in the world. A literal personification of history. Traditionally, an innocence, when anointed, assumes supreme rule
Hey,
over the
Nabu!
obstinate or the
Thanks for the
known world
resubscription.
in general. At least the parts that matter.
Yes, so interesting. But I thought you'd give me the answer to the question.
I can do better. Okay, so commonly an innocence does not enforce his or her power through military power. This is seen as unnecessary. The innocence wins because an innocence can't help but win. For their deeds are
Thanks for the
abilities.
bits.
Did this help?
Much hype. No.
Damn. Dolores.
Yeah, but we already talked about her. Well, she was an innocence. Frankenegro?
Correct. Named
Okay.
the innocence of militarism. He codified hereditary rule, but at the same time ended serfdom and established the Inter-Isolari Real as the global reserve currency. He also established the concept of the nation.
I see.
Franco-Negro attempted to solve the rising tensions between the aristocracy and bourgeoisie by building a unified society in which every man has a place and a mission, but at the same time may rise to nobility provided on the strength of his virtue.
Uh-huh.
Question 3. Who was the false innocence? Got it under control.
Okay.
No problem. Solid on this one. It's widespread historical information.
Yeah, except for I don't know this world's history. You're going to be helpful this time. I could use a hint.
Yes, there exists a group called the Founding Party, known as the Holy Party, during the time of the Pericarnacian.
Yeah.
This, the world's oldest international organization, spends its time in search of either the re-emergence of the innocents or new members. There seems to be a mix-up with the sources. It's not my fault.
Of
At
course
least
not.
It clearly wasn't Dolores Day. She wouldn't be false. She's beautiful.
Well, pain threshold continues to be wrong, so... Dolores?
No, stop thinking it. I said it wasn't her. She was true.
You don't know Pasternak?
Correct. There have been a number of counter or false innocences. Some assumed to have innocentic qualities. Some who just thought so themselves. Occasionally, they have the support of a faction inside the ecclesiastic organization, and accusations of foul play have arisen.
Right.
The most famous and important of these was Ernau Pasternak. He was into torture, despotism, hymns, cannons, and world conquest, but got defeated and humiliated by Stepan the Despicable of Kedra.
Well, yeah.
Final stretch. You've come so far and learned so much. This is the most important one. Question 4. Who was the greatest innocence? The most important of them all. The most precious to humankind. I've got it. Honest.
Alright, you sure this time? I'll bite. Hint me.
Of course, this is my thing. The reason I exist in this world. The correct answer is Franco-Negro.
We already answered that, though.
0 doubts.
Day.
Correct. The Mesk might see Franco-Negro as the father of nations, but as of this century, there's been a great shift in attitude. Dolores Day has become widely regarded as the greatest innocence. A most radical change to the whole fabric of the world.
Right.
Everything from inter-isolary travel to the connected world to 3 consecutive scientific revolutions can be traced back to her. Every decade that passes, she seems less human somehow, and more beautiful.
Interesting.
Congratulations on finishing the test. The results and your subsequent grade have been calculated. You get
Failure.
a C, vaguely passable. A solid effort with nothing much else to show. Nice going, mediocrity man.
I mean, considering you never told me what I was being tested on.
You would have done better if you just left Dolores Day for the end. Dial the Dolores Day down a bit.
Damn you, you arrogant book. Oh, I got a hype chest. I got the Mega Consume emote. Yum, yum, yum. Maybe one day I will, do a Kirby game. Hype chests are on the way. Damn you, arrogant book.
You are shouting at an inanimate object, like a real weirdo. No wonder you seem to have trouble with the right answers.
Yeah, let's put it away. And that text continues to come up weird. I wonder. Maybe the dyslexic font is having problems with it? Yeah, nothing much I can do here for now. Butter side down. Okay, I really can't do anything up here. Oh. Money!
The tracks are as they have ever been. A bit more worn, perhaps. Fortunately, the street sweeper still hasn't noticed their presence.
I got it.
The door is closed. Still nothing. Still nothing.
Okay.
The fan stands still. The switch must be broken, because nothing happens. The air in the room is starting to feel like vaporized urine.
One light
The
bulb?
lights are on.
Okay.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings.
I mean, it's 1700. It's not exactly morning light.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Well, I mean, it's a 3% chance, but hey, let's try it.
It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex.
Okay.
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But it's yours. You've earned it.
No rest for the wicked. Black ice warning. Ugh.
It's you again. What is it?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what to do. I mean, I doubt I can get it, but...
Establish authority. Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
Well, mail is always good, Naboo. In fact, I got some interesting stuff in the mail recently. So, a month or so ago, I got a physical subscription to The Onion, and yeah, I got their first newspaper that they've printed in a long time. Actually, I think I got this week or more ago, but some of the other people living in the house that I'm renting from thought that they subscribed to it. That perfectly fine, perfectly fine. We all have the same sense of humor, which is good. Also, recently got a postcard from Wormkeep Entertainment Company, because I'm part of their Patreon for what maybe one day will become a sequel to Inherit the Earth. That would be nice. Yeah. Trying to find stuff that's more outrageous than reality is becoming difficult. But yeah, when they actually bought themselves out of the corporate holdings that they were underneath for the longest time, I was really happy. And like, when they first said that, like, the first thing I thought of was, hey, if there was any organization that I would happily send money to, it would be The Onion. Probably because I'm still a little bitter about how crack.com went from being like something I spent a couple hours a day reading through, because their articles were just so damn good, and then they fired all of their writers and all of their video makers and all of that stuff, and Yeah, cracked. I'm not sure if you've been to their website recently. It exists. It's there. Yeah, never had the magazine. It wasn't. I mean, I'm sure it was around. It just never was in my area, I guess. I probably would have liked it. I would have loved to have, read National Lampoon in its heyday as well. But it's what things are. But yes, stuff and things and game. I need Kim and his gun here for my demonstration.
What the fuck are you talking about? Gun? No one's gonna let you wave a gun around here.
Oh, okay. Well, first you tell me someone's been raped, and then you don't say who. That is bullshit.
Stop shitting your pants. You don't need to know, all right? We took care of it. The law handled it, all right?
Yeah. Aren't you listening? It's done. Finito.
I guess we're both the law around here if you think about it.
No, asshole. You're nobody. I'm the law.
Ouch.
Stop yelling about the goddamn law in my establishment. We get it. You're all the law.
Jeez. Okay, we get it. No need to piss in my drink. I preferred Sylvie. The fuck even happened to her?
Sylvie, huh? I guess I'm gonna leave. Ooh, stuff. Yoink. Yep. I guess, the font was not liking my windowed state? I don't know. It's kind of weird. But at least things are showing up properly again. I thought things looking all messed up was just an effect of, the holes in my brain. Anything else we can talk with, Joyce?
Good. What can I help you with?
Not much, it looks like.
Give me a moment.
Okay, sorry about that.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10. A poor communard from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
It's time she steps closer. Who is this? Demands a female voice, wary and tense. This is the police.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason.
This is true. Okay, maybe a smoking man's home?
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. No one answers. Looks like he isn't home. You should come back tomorrow evening, after 2100.
Tomorrow after 21. Oof. That's quite a time from now. I really don't like the fact that I have to go all the way freaking around just to get from, like, two very near points. Is there anything else in here I could discover?
A lorry abandoned. The smell of cigarettes and earth. There's something odd about the passenger seat. The seating fabric has been pulled to close the rusty old lorry.
Ugh.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
Interesting. Let's take a look.
The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia. Fumes of heavy fuel oil waft over you, making your eyes sting. The odor mixes with cigarette residue.
Oh, what kind of insignias and stickers?
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
Ew.
A large metal pendant hangs from the rear view mirror. The pendant features a sun crown with wavy rays.
And the back seat?
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep. Large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains. A book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large, muscular man. The title reads, Man from Eelmdal in the Lost City of the Pygmies.
Interesting. Maybe I do want to buy one of those Man from Helmdars.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks.
It is a bestseller for a reason.
Frontispiece of the soul paperback features a muscle man and chain, kneeling for a salacious-looking woman on a regal street, bonfire between them, blah, blah, blah. Looks like a pair of demonic horns.
The edges of the pages are worn and smudged. A lot of people have read about the Devil Woman's altercations with the Helmdal man.
Oh, time to flip.
You open the book to a random page. Man from Helmdal, wielding his two Zweihanders, is carving through a sea of savages, his visage fixed in grim determination.
If they are Zweihanders, they are by definition two-handed swords. Now, the heaviest sword is probably only... We'll go on the highest end and say about 20 pounds. Swords are not that heavy. even big ones. It's because they're made of metal, and metal has good weight to strength, you know, coefficient, I suppose. I'm still sick. And, yeah, the reason why you kind of need two hands on, you know, like a claymore or any kind of long sword is less the weight and more trying to get the point where you actually want it to. Oh yes, no, Fire Emblem is huge with swords that are way too big to be actually useful. And I understand, you know. You want things to look, you know, big and intimidating, and it's more about the image than it is the actual thing, but still. Anyway.
His arms, whirling like windmills, are soaked with the blood of his enemies. Mangled corpses litter the battlefield.
Okay.
Good God, this is some retrograde stuff. When was this shit written?
Well, I mean, if this is definitely allusion to Conan, we're talking about like the mid-late 60s or so.
You flip to the copyright page. This book was written in 38.
Actually, that also sounds about right. Well, I guess let's give this a chance.
Berserker rage burns in his azure-hued eyes as he brings glory and honor to his long-lost Heimdalla tribe. From the village of Heimdall, the ivory giant roars like an ice bear, and the winds of Gatla howl out his name.
Yeah. It's another problem about Robert E. Howard books is the racism. Yeah. Alright, got it. Nah, I don't want to... I'm done.
The edges of the pages are worn and smudged. A lot of people have read about the Devil Woman's altercations with the Heimdall man.
Let's take a look at that back
The
cover.
jacket copy proclaims, "Man from Heimdall returns in his most exciting adventure yet. After crashing into a strange jungle, cannibalistic natives abduct his only surviving comrade, Noble Tiribold. Before Man from Heimdall can mount a rescue, he is ambushed by a tribe of female warriors and taken to the ancient citadel of Cloud City, where a mysterious and wicked queen rules supreme. Will Man from Heimdall be able to escape this dire situation and find his missing friend?
Probably not.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner.
Let's trace a path here.
Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Songs Lane and Rue Saint-Sipar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North. Finally, coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the Map tab.
Right. Well, maybe I can make an asshole happy and give him this book, and he'll give me information.
Looking for something odd? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
Yeah. What's the argument all about?
It's about biological determinism. Not
Yeah.
the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Yeah, let's just
Suit
talk
yourself,
about.
officer. Hide your face in the sand if you so wish.
I'm out.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
Yeah, I don't really need a raincoat.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
I'll take some Hypnogumma.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Okay, so just because that's 3, that gives me that many charges. So these are a better cost.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. It's all about money, you know? Yeah.
The man ponders his cooking utensils.
Oh yeah. No. That's his money.
The door is closed.
Smell the sea makes you feel dizzy. Yeah. Okay, still need about 41 points.
You sit on the wind-worn wooden planks of the bench. Your feet ache.
Well, yeah, we can wait for an hour. I think we've done just about everything.
You finally stop picking your nose. Time passes. The sun draws ever closer to the horizon. The sky is a panorama of intense colors. Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Oh, why am I looking at this wall?
Yeah. Why? It's a wall.
All I gotta build with my bare hands.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Yeah, about your daughter.
Yes. How's my precious doing? She's a good girl.
The way you're handling her strikes me as wrong.
Mind your own business, sir. In our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children. It's none of your or anyone's business.
Denial is the way she copes with criticism.
Noticed. Okay.
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses. You sit on the wind-worn wooden planks of the bench. Your feet ache.
Another
the
15
twiddling
minutes.
barely keeps your hands warm against the frigid wind blowing from the coast. After a while, you've had enough.
Right.
You sit on the wind-worn wooden... Time passes. You wonder how you're...
What are your gun is doing? Well, I mean, it's inanimate, but I understand what you're thinking about. Okay, let's see if we can't maybe talk to the guy today rather than tomorrow. Because I sure would rather not have to do this again. We're just in traffic. Night is falling on the city.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. No one answers. Looks like he isn't home. You should come back tomorrow evening. After...
Okay, it's definitely tomorrow evening. Oh yeah, no, the art in this game is really good.
The door is closed. Still nothing. This door can open... The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But it's yours. You've earned it.
Yeah, I guess we can head to sleep.
The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself.
Yay.
You're not cooperating, brother man.
Why is that?
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
Yay.
That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the way.
Oh.
As for your kidneys, you've really been compounding the damage lately.
Sorry.
Every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking, what did we ever do to you?
I'm sorry, cells. It's all me. It's my fault.
Now, you're finally thinking about something other than yourself. Let's see how far that'll get you.
I think I need medical attention.
Oh, yes. They'll check you out, give you some pills, make it all okay. The Wonder Makers.
Don't be stupid, Harry. It's not happening. They don't make new kidneys and livers in hospital. All you've got to do is pray to God it passes and stare at the flickering darkness.
Great!
You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people, really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
Hey, Commander. I'm glad you got your jabs. Well, I mean, if you got some fava beans and a nice Chianti, that'll work out for you. I will. I'm looking at people all the time. I like them.
Sure you do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
At least they're interesting. Each one has a process just like yours, running in the space between their ears, full of secrets.
Yeah.
People are beautiful, statuesque, parodies and tragedies of themselves. A great democracy of creatures.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Yep.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Well, disco. $7:30 in the a.m. Hooray! 1, 2, 3. There we go.
The door is closed. Still nothing.
Hey, Kim. How we doing? Good morning.
Yes?
Nothing. Hi.
A woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
I'm on a murder investigation. Are you the cavalry?
I'm definitely not the cavalry.
Come on, you're a cop with the RCM.
Yes, I am.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, John the Lowbrain, but hopefully, you know, things improve with that. Well, I'm apparently a cop too.
I know.
Here's the real deal.
Thanks, Kim.
It's hard to tell whether he's sarcastic or sincere. But if you had to guess, you would say the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
Yeah, probably. Everything all right? Why do you want you to talk to me?
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
I'm a deeply flawed individual, but I bring joy to the world.
Do you now?
Something changes in her. It's pity. Pity comes over her.
Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
What does one talk about with a fellow officer?
Oh, what precinct are you from?
What precinct?
Yeah.
Am I from? God, he doesn't know.
No.
Fucking deranged lunatic.
I guess so.
You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation. Maybe you're doing something wrong.
You're the police, right? Cool. Cool. So am I.
I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything, Judith.
Wait, is he also police?
Me? No. I'm just a man with sunglasses. I like wearing sunglasses inside. Sunglasses and a fucking wig.
Yeah, notice that.
Okay.
So, what are you, the police, doing
I'm
here?
just looking out for...
You?
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are?
I'm not gonna say that. A policewoman.
Yes. A policewoman who just wants to do her job. That's all.
Yeah.
Something about the man with sunglasses and you. The energy between you two is making her uncomfortable.
Alright, bye. Yeah.
You look like shit.
Your ruffled face reflects in the man's sunglasses. Yep.
And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
I'd imagine. Last couple of days have been rough.
Oh, don't be so modest. We're looking at several months worth of damage here. Kind of a miracle you're still up and at it, to be honest.
Thanks.
Oh, come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
It's not just this week. What do you want?
Okay, so this guy is cool. He stands there like a statue. An angry statue. And he does not like you.
Alright, something strange about this guy. Got a 50% chance.
You know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just ask him.
Tell me the truth, you know me from somewhere?
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Right.
Another life.
From where? Another life?
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the... To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality?
69. 41st.
Okay. That's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere.
Right.
Somewhere good.
Kim, who is this guy?
I'm not getting involved in this.
Alright.
It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at the man in sunglasses and the woman beside him. Oh boy, they're mad at him. No wonder. He just doesn't recognize them.
Well, let's talk more about the hypothetical Station 41 you mentioned.
Okay.
Oh, the hypothetical 4-1. Yeah, let's fantasize about that. He blinks aggressively. I'm not busy. You're not busy. Let's just play around. Do you have a crime to solve?
Oh, no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
Thank you.
This isn't helping.
So, what would a relationship be in this alternate universe?
Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment?
Well, Kim's cooler than you.
I'm sure he's fucking flattered. But Kim is not part of this thought experiment. In this one, we're partners.
Okay.
The lieutenant is silent.
Like partners in crime, or?
No, because in this thought experiment, we're all police officers. In a police station, we don't do crimes. We're not crime bros.
Right.
Come on, stop it.
And who else is our imaginary police station?
You're not going to believe this, but police officers.
Really?
Yes, sir. Solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lung.
Far-out son of Lung?
Oh, it's you, you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you.
Want to tell me more about him, or her?
Not even a little bit.
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I said, just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lang.
He's trying to protect you from further rough handling, dished out by this sunglassed man.
Well, thanks.
Yes, you get the joke. Leave it at that.
I can't imagine anymore.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
Right.
It's a mere second, but it feels like you saw something. A gram of compassion in that sadness.
Well, I got some questions for you. I'm a cop.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like?
Like a sack of shit?
Exactly.
Now will you answer some questions for me?
No.
Why not?
Because it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn hanging?
Alright, let's talk about something else.
Or we could go back to doing our jobs. This was stupid.
Alright, see you around.
Watch out for yourself, loser.
That voice, so very familiar. Did you hear it when calling to your station and reporting your badge missing?
I recognize your voice.
Oh, really? I wonder where.
Lost my badge recently. When I called and reported missing, you were there.
That's the where you remember me from?
Yeah, a bit of memory trouble.
You don't say. Goodbye then. The voice thing was a coincidence. Run along, asshole.
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right?
Yeah, some kind of weird, yeah.
There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at. But still.
Yeah, saying the same thing. Should just ask him if we're from the same station.
Yes, just cross it off the list. It's probably not true, though.
Okay.
I can't believe this shit.
He might be wearing a disguise.
Really? Cool shades. Wearing disguise?
Yes, it's a hobby of mine.
Okay.
As if waiting for some kind of reaction or response. Something to click. It's not happening, though. Who is this guy?
Look, I gotta ask. We're from the same police station.
I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say?
Okay.
Okay.
Jean, he said okay. Give it a rest.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind. Not a cop. Go on with your cop work. Don't let me stop you again. In the morning light, the white on blue police livery on the motor carriage cannot but catch your eye.
Wait, why am I even thinking about this? Wasn't I supposed to...
Do something important? Something murder-related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery.
Oh,
This is a Caprice Kanema, the Caprice Motor Corps' follow-up to their highly successful workhorse, Caprice 40, and the answer to the Lum's racing breed, Ferv series.
Right.
With its air-cooled, rear-mounted 12-cylinder compression ignition engine, driving the rear wheels through a 4-speed manual gearbox, the Kanema is able to reach 100 kilometers per hour in 13.5 seconds, and go on to a top speed of 180 kilometers an hour.
Cool. Car stuff. Want to roll over in the first sharp corner?
The high center of balance is offset by a large battery bank mounted at the bottom of the cabin, feeding all the auxiliary systems and making the Kanema effectively a mobile power plant.
Tech Tops really rubbed me the right way here.
Due to a quite steep price tag, it is very unusual to see one in police livery.
Machine really puts the loco back in locomotion. Very cool.
Mm-hmm. You want to take a closer look?
Well, what's it packing there?
130.
Oh.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
$7-liter V12?
7.2. Supercharged.
Lieutenant's trying to suppress a smug smile unsuccessfully. Ah, great!
Saying these words brings him immense joy.
Nice! A fine machine.
Yes, an extraordinary machine.
Alright, let's move on. Hey, if I could make Kim happy, like... That's good. Ah, you guys are working on this thing?
A rusting control panel with loose wires dangling out from the hole where an indicator light used to be, and a mechanical lever sitting in the middle. You grab the handle and pull the lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk. Then, the water lock starts moving.
Oh, nice.
Okay, if we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please, contain your wanderlust for now. I don't want us to get sidetracked, what with everything that's going on.
Focus on one thing, achieve it, then the next, he thinks. That's the task chain.
Right. Okay.
Yes?
Yeah, tell me about the case again.
What do you want to know?
What's your preliminary information say about it before you came here?
You mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief you?
Yeah, brief. That sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate.
Right.
During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Why don't we know anything about the caller?
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Yeah, of course. I understand everything now.
Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer.
Right. That's all I need for
Good.
now. Okay. Well, with Kim with me, maybe I'll have better chances talking with the Union. I doubt it, but who knows?
It's you again. What is it?
I guess not. What is my authority at anyway? It's probably very low. Yeah, 1. And bonus from items, -1. And bonus from thoughts, another -1. Okay! Yeah. I think next time we deal with that, Yeah, we don't wear these glasses.
It's you again. What is it?
Is this annoying you? Is this annoying you? Yeah. Gonna go now. Unfortunately, the keyboard shelf on my desk really needs some repairs. Style Man from Hemdall and the Wildfire. Oh, it's a prequel. Tower tracks leading the roof, slush, rain have almost washed them off. Money. Radar relay hums with electricity. Oh, there's stuff. Traffic beyond the gate, more abandoned motor lorries. No entry. Someone scribbled an inverted star over it. Someone broke down the fence and the barbed wire. Swing is missing. No one's been here for a long time.
Rust peels off the bent iron posts of the swing. The wind whistles through the skeleton of the small house behind you. There's desolation everywhere. Yet someone used to live here, laugh here. Thought it was a good idea to build a swing, even.
I wonder what happened here.
In this yard?
He's assessing the situation. How long ago was it abandoned?
Someone thought they could have a summer house in a bloc obscure for cheap. It didn't work out. They abandoned it about a decade ago.
Yeah, a block obscure?
A black block. A part of the city left unrenovated after the war. Or one that has fallen to gang violence. Or has become inhospitable in some other way.
I see.
On aerial photos, block obscures look like dark squares, hence their name.
So, part of the coast is a block obscure?
Practically, it's not an official term in any way, but look around. No sewage, broken power lines, crime, drunks. Life is tough in the blocks. It's no place to build a summer house.
Yeah, maybe left something useful behind.
Yes. For you to scavenge like a post-apocalyptic scavenger who collects trash and errant magnesium blisters.
It's not meant as nagging. Just an observation.
We should move. I don't think we will solve the murder with forays into the urban hinterland, at least in this phase of the investigation.
Right. Still. Glorious is the graffito, the ghosts of us. Someone's left their music collection beneath the tarpaulin. Ooh. Smallest church in St. Sames. Birds in the birch tree. Barely audible coos come from above. Oh. Well, looks like things are draining a bit. Crackling head. Broken axle grinding. Oh. Bottle, drain of all its booze, is frozen to the ice.
This is it. The scene of the party. The fire pit. Cigarettes and empty bottles all evidence it.
Hold up, you don't mean the scene of the crime.
Not as such. I'm talking about what came after the party scene.
Oh yeah, it sure does look like a lot of folks partied here.
Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point, like a goose ice sculpture or a chocolate fountain.
Hey Cam, looks like we had a couple of partygoers here.
Looks like it.
Is this party against the law? Nice like this, it was probably a public danger.
Not as such, no. Let's keep moving, detective.
Somehow, he doesn't want to dwell on it. The porter reel is just what you needed. The reel's attached to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader. You press the large button marked Commencer, and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay before the song starts playing.
Keep the harmless distance and wait.
The organ starts playing, a simple, melancholic tune echoing in the hallway. A lone singing voice joins in, telling you about the tiniest church in Cessons, surrounded by even tinier yard. You almost feel the seaside mist on your skin. It's mega sad.
Oh.
Within seconds you know, this is the one, the real shit you've been looking for. The one you trust your room to that Claudia told you about. Perform it. A click.
Okay.
Then silence for a bit. Then the tape stops spinning.
Did I sing this for karaoke? I think I could sing this.
Of course you could sing this. You could take sad to a whole new level with this. And you already know the lyrics since you've listened to it like 1,000,000 times. Yup, they're all here. All 3 verses. And
okay.
The B-side of the tape contains the instrumental version. It's like the world itself is telling you to do it. Only one obstacle stands on your way.
What's that?
Gart. You have to convince Gart to let you sing karaoke in the whirling. After you've won him over, you can express yourself. Let the pain out. Make everyone understand.
Right.
The lieutenant watches you pack up the boombox. He doesn't say anything.
There's a canister here.
A banged-up motor carriage lies half-submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Insulindian Ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible. It must be cold and lonely down there, in the icy water. The seawater has already started to corrode the metalworks.
Yay.
Remember the tire tracks in Martinez? This is where they were leading.
So are the tracks on the plaza we're leading to.
It appears to be so.
Let's investigate.
I agree. We should definitely investigate.
You get a sudden, sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water. Why the doom and gloom? It's just a sunken motor carriage. Some motor carriages are bound to end up in the sea.
Well. Looks like Jacob Er's journey came to an abrupt end here.
Your mocking tone finds no response, but the motion of the waves.
Another case of engine displacement triumphing over the driver's IQ.
Yes. Clearly, this is a triumph. I'd say the vehicle has been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
The lieutenant's estimate is correct. The incident probably occurred on Sunday Eve.
Let's make it this MC. Can I see a logo?
The logo is too deep in the murky water. You can't make it out. But you do see a monkfish float by.
Well, let's see.
The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists.
Right.
A single day in the salty seawater would ruin most vehicles, but this one looks worn even in places the salt water hasn't touched it.
What should we do?
Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside.
Great idea. Then we can get the things inside. The joyrider must have left something good inside. Guns, papers, maybe a cool jacket. A joyrider jacket. A joyrider jacket. You feel a strange connection to this joyrider. Maybe he's from some kind of joyriders district and likes blue and white racing livery, like a cop would.
How long do you think low tide to come in?
I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
Stand on the swing and wait for the tide to recede?
As you sit down in the old, rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. The hinges creak under your weight, dangerously so.
Uh-oh.
Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea.
Yeah, let's whistle.
The tune on your lips forms a strange, yet undeniably beautiful contrast with the surrounding bleakness.
Yay!
The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. Then, still looking straight ahead, he joins you with a higher-pitched and slightly more melodic trill.
Aww.
Two birds on a wire, whistling by the seaside, looking at the water and the sunken car.
Yay!
The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed. Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
So is your dad also nearsighted?
My dad and mom are both half civilized.
Oh! Oh! Wow, I feel like shit. Here, I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to be asking him just random things like, hey, history of eye problems in your family? No, apparently Henry Du Bois just goes right to racism. I don't know who my mom or my dad was.
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
If you had to decide with either the Strikers or the shipping company, who would you choose?
Luckily, I am already a member of an independent organization, and therefore do not have to choose between a rock and a hard place.
But someone puts a gun to your head.
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
Yeah, can you make a mark now?
Detective, I've been able to make out the mark ever since we arrived. I find it odd that you haven't. It's a Capri, Model 40.
Yes. Why haven't you?
It is a simple and rugged machine, favored by working men, government offices, firefighters, animal control people. You know, those kinds of people.
Is that a number on its side?
Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for?
It's as if it knows what it stands for, but wants you to say it. It's pedagogical. Does he know something about the driver of this vehicle?
Oh, God. No.
I'm sorry, Harry. I'm so sorry.
41. Precinct 41. A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling comes over you. No. Just no. Say no to this, Harry.
Oh my God, it's mine. I drove my car into the sea?
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you started in front of the whirling, jumped over the canal, and then drove your vehicle in the sea right here.
They're not going to take me back after this, are they?
People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly.
Badge, the gun, this.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and doesn't say anything. There is also a fourth thing you've lost.
A fourth thing?
More precious than the gun, the badge, and the motor carriage combined. Lost forever into the deepest of seas.
How do we get it out?
Detective, we don't. A rescue operation really isn't viable at this point.
I can still fix it.
That is very unlikely. All the electrics are toast. That goes for the electromagnetic steering and brake systems as well. You'd be lucky to find one undamaged component in there. In a few months, there will be nothing but rust left of this vehicle. It'll be cheaper to buy a new one. Well, not cheaper. This motor carriage costs 40,000 real. But in the long run, it still makes more sense to buy a new machine than try to refurbish this.
I couldn't even pay a hostel bill.
Let's face it, this is a substantial loss to your district's budget. I mean, my station only has 4 other vehicles in addition to my kinema.
This was 20% of the station's vehicular budget.
So it's just gonna be there like this?
I'm afraid it will have to be there like that for many years. Look at it. Parts of it might be salvageable, but overall, this machine is a write-off.
Maybe I was in the pursuit of someone?
Of whom? I don't think so. If anything, you were probably drunk.
Things were going so well. You were just whistling merrily.
You can still whistle. Besides, the night is always darkest before the dawn.
Well, at least I can see what's in there now.
Yes. Let's go take a look.
RCM badge. LTN 2JFR Dubois. RCM commander's jacket. Wow.
A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seam
Thank you.
stuck to the back.
I found my badge.
At least something good came out of all this.
Study the badge.
Encased between two durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Revachol West.
Okay.
You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and in the lower right corner, your precinct.
Take a look at that photo.
The man keeps winking at you with his green-grey eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that.
Oh!
But the badge is new. You used an old photo for a new badge.
How old?
8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good-looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns.
And he's winking. Why?
What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now.
Right.
The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Harrier Dubois.
Harrier? That's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Evrard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
What kind of name is Harrier?
It's a wartime name. Revolutionary. The kind mothers give their sons during troubled times. Like Undying or Boxer or Ironhide.
A name like armor.
Harrier Dubois it is, then.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
He's not going to call you Harrier. He'll keep calling you officer when he's angry with you, and detective when he's not.
Right.
The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information.
Rank LTN 2 JFR. Second junior officer lieutenant?
Lieutenant W. Freighter.
That's a Lieutenant W. Freighter.
The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant.
Yeah, the W. Freighter, though.
The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, captain. You have declined twice, thus you're W. Freighter.
Declined?
There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's décomptage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank. In your case, lieutenant.
Right. Heavy-duty case-solving machine.
I thought my rank was drunk. What's a décomptage?
Décomptage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol citizens' militia. It means counting down to twos.
Oh.
The countdown is modeled after the dual leadership system employed by the left during the revolution, which in turn was developed by last century experimental psychologists in the University of Königstein.
I mean, that is very true, Seth. I'm trying my best in this run to get my character's act in gear, but it's gonna be a path.
The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kinks.
Kinks, eh?
Kinks like satellite officers and the additionally a freighter rank I already explained.
Ah.
The long and short of it is, you're his superior.
Wait, so you've been putting up with all of my bullshit because I'm your superior?
No, I've been putting up with you because despite an unconventional approach, you are doing good police work.
Thanks.
Matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea. And now we've even found your badge.
He trusts you, for now. Try not to spoil it.
I thought my rank was drunk.
Yes, apparently you've had a rather successful career in the past, and this leads me to believe maybe your current situation is only temporary.
Afraid there are no ex-alcoholics.
People have been through worse and gotten back on their feet, Lieutenant W. Freighter.
Such a small yet precious thing. Expensive paper caught between thick plastic, like a fly in amber. It reads,
Serial Rev, I guess that's Rev call, 126205. That's probably a date. Jam 41.
That's just the serial number.
Yeah.
Shoal, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers thrown in there for good measure.
Yeah.
The numbers are not there for good measure. They have an administrative purpose, one that's unfortunately been erased from your memory.
All right. Date of issue, 7 November in the 50s.
4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant W. Freighter.
Oof.
A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well then.
You're pretty sure you weren't doing well, but better? Probably yes. A lot can happen in 4 months, especially in winter. The winters are never easy on you, of that you are sure.
And Precinct 41.
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. 41, like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor, a lot of asphalt. The 41st
is what?
It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is.
Great.
It's no wonder you are like you are, he thinks. But then again,
it's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiaeva.
Roberts, Feuerbach, Dimitri. Suddenly, names from your decomptage flash in your forebrain.
Oh boy.
The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Well, I guess let's put it away. Still. Convince Gart to let me sing karaoke. But hey, we've got a badge. That makes me feel a little better about myself. Footprints no. Lead away from the accident. Yeah. Underside of the boat has been recently tarred. Okay. Quick travel unlocked. Quick travel. Haven't seen the RCM around for ages.
Hi, officer.
Oh, it is major progress, huh? Woman in raincoat stands on the sway. Overturned boat. Sword in a scabbard hangs from her hip. Interesting.
Anything I can help you with?
That depends. Where are we exactly?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
What's that?
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
Huh. Got questions. First, what's your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. And that was actually the second one.
Yeah.
Indeed. You're always confused as to your whereabouts. Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
I mean, yeah, a nice sword. Does it come with a story?
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks, mostly.
It is imposing.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation.
Why would you need intimidation tactics?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
Yeah, figures. Typical patriarchal nonsense. Mascu venomosity.
Sure. Venomosity. But boys will be boys, and God knows we don't have many around. So far the sword has been enough to keep them in line.
Can I borrow it?
No, I'm afraid not. Tempting to confiscate the blade I use to keep these animals in check. You would put me in an early grave.
I mean, true. Why don't more women arm themselves so effective?
What makes you think we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that. That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that.
Behold! Do you like it?
Sure. It looks as if you could face down any horror in the world with that same unchanging grin. It's like a shield.
I'm glad.
The traces of her laughter are still there, in her eyes, fading fast.
So where are all the men now?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were...
Oh, absolutely.
And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Oh, where's your husband now?
Gone.
Gone? Coward. I wouldn't leave anyone.
Good for you. He, however, was lost to the waves. It's been quite a while now.
Oh.
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later.
Ugh.
Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
Time really is the best cure for sorrow, isn't it?
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on.
Yep.
Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
Looking for some. Maybe you can help.
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for a missing cryptozoologist.
I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate?
People look for animals who are hard to find.
Aha! Like snowmen.
Snowmen? Haven't heard about those.
2 odd guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
And the like?
Right. Not only snowmen, also green men, monkey men, burning rhinos. You get the picture.
Huh.
Oh, you're getting it. And it is gorgeous.
Where'd they go?
Don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
No one else that I know of at the moment.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
Is that your boat?
Sure is. The Sun, I call her. Coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
I'll be seeing you. Money. There's no way that would work. Yeah. Can't believe the game lets you Mac on her. Yeah, you know, you never know. Maybe Henry Dubois got something. Up, Rock. Hard to see the detail. Color all warm, recognizing cozy though. True. Oh, something over there. Looking back, the rust-colored water. You. Oh, So, a little pointless. A retired motor carriage adorns these reeds. Quick travel unlock the church. Kick drum pulse. The music coming from somewhere on the ice. Full of holes. Could the post hide treasure? Look inside. True. Henry doesn't really got game. Ultra Shroud Dark, or something like that. Too dark to tell. Dusty Peas and Shadows. Many seem to be missing. Feel the shadow of a very large building fall on you. Well, yeah, it's a church. Sign reads St. Brune, 1147.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Well, let's take a look at the lock.
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker.
Oh.
It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow.
Let's take a look at the sticker.
You see a yellow circle with 2 X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead. There is something blindingly modern about this symbol. Its modernness puts to shame everything you've seen before.
Is this place, like, condemned? Have you seen the symbol before?
He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before inspecting the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses, and replies.
No.
What does it look like to you?
Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency.
Well, it suggests a junior delinquency here.
I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth.
I agree. Very modern. Does cheer guy not know he's dead, or was dead guy not care he is? Source the irony here.
That level of conceptual thinking is not part of my skill set.
Well, let's try taking the sticker.
There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb.
Put the sticker in your ledger. After the last entry, where it belongs.
Looks like today was a gold star day.
Nice. Inspect the staple.
Padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood. Closer inspection reveals that one of the screws is not a screw at all, but a nail. The work has been done recently and is unprofessional, to say the least. Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing off.
This is where Mr. Prybar comes in handy.
Maybe we should circle the building first and look for another way. The building has seen enough mistreatment.
Okay.
There was a touch of guilt in his voice.
Should we start with the kick drum coming from the ice? Heard a sound before.
Yes, the pulsing bass. A sure sign of junior delinquency. Somewhere east of here.
Okay. We got one thing. And yeah. I know authority is something we're going to have to use at some point. By some point, I mean the recently some point. Huh, another phone.
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad.
Let's take a look at it.
It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth. It seems likely that it was left in the surf until someone laid it out on this fence to dry out. Unfortunately, that just seems to have stiffened it into a shapeless mass.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you.
Why not?
It's a guano-encrusted jacket, and you're already carrying around enough as it is.
Makeshift rope. Great vagrants have tried to make the boardwalk inhabitable. Tarp will keep out neither rain or snow nor wind. Mega Binos prescription lenses. Wow, those things look thick. Okay, so movement history journal, map. Said they opened up quick travel, but okay. You have to stand in certain places to fast travel, I guess. Okay. Weird. But that does save time. Okay.
It's you again. What is it?
Hi. Establish authority?
This time it's going to work. You already ruled out the first bad.
That was a critical fail there.
It's you again. What is it?
This time it's going to work. You already ruled out.
Yeah, I haven't been doing much in the way of save scumming, but
It's you again. What is it?
I think at this point I've earned one at least save scum.
This time it's going to work.
Granted, it's going to be very difficult because it's godly and, yeah,
it's
no.
you again. What is it?
Okay, I can't quick save in here.
This time it's going.
It's you again. What is it?
This time it's going.
Okay.
It's you
It's
again.
you again. What is it?
As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
Or have I seen this before?
You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men, sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time.
I gotta tell you this, you guys are the authority around here.
Oh.
You must be. You're like real cops, drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hand.
You got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
No, I'm a big fan of beer and jerking off instead of helping people.
You saying we don't help people? I've been doing this job for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffiti removal.
Mm-hmm.
All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
Yep.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick.
It's not about who did it, it's about the victim. She needs help.
Titus?
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
You wanna help her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you help her. But you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
Right.
What is her name?
Glacia. I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags. A real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit. Blonde. That's I'm on due. With an O-U.
Okay.
Shit. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop.
Oh, yeah. Is Sarge a disco dancer?
Sure. Why not? You've probably seen her around.
Claude Mandu. Cool. Cool.
You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly.
I don't understand what's so cool here.
Nothing. We just have a few more questions. Then we'll be on our way.
Calm. Normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
So, what was her relationship with the Merc?
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Yeah, I didn't mean boyfriend and girlfriend. I mean, like, how do they know each other?
Something is off here. His anger is possessive.
Yeah.
It was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
So, what's your relationship with her?
I know her.
How well do you know her?
A small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about what knowing means.
Well enough, Copper. We party. She's been here for a few months.
Right.
He tries to make it sound real casual, but the muscles on his neck tighten.
So, she's not from around here.
You mean Revachol? Nah. Our Miss Aranye disco dancer is an immigrant or a drifter of some sort, been staying over here over the winter.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all.
Yeah.
Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it.
Said you partied. Cool, that's cool, but what do you mean by that?
What do you think I meant?
Sex, drugs, and karaoke, right?
Yes, and no. Got something to say about it?
So you're saying you were close?
No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get from him.
Oh yeah, these guys certainly do like being the pinnacle of people.
He's doing a good job here. A commendable performance of I don't give a shit.
I think I know her.
You don't know her.
You're right, I don't.
Good boy.
So, yeah, when was that?
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
Timeline?
It would help if we establish a timeline.
Thank you, Kim.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
Here you go, boss.
Alright, we'll talk to her.
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
I'm gonna take off now. Oh.
Officer, what was that?
You mean the sweating and fidgeting when you mentioned her name?
Yes.
The sort of quivering cello thing with the eye?
Yes.
I think I know the woman.
The victim? Is there something I should know before we talk to her?
Whatever you do, don't say the first thing.
Well, yeah, no. I met her in the hallway after I woke up.
Understood. You were not in good shape on Monday.
And she also did some pretty crazy stuff before I passed out. I partied hard and not very mental healthy.
So she overheard you? Or did you party together?
So this is what it feels like to be interviewed.
Fun!
I wouldn't say it is.
You overheard me listening to music and doing weird things from her room. Well, next year's, I think.
Anything else?
She knows I didn't remember being a cop.
Okay, that's manageable.
Asked her where we were, what city this is, maybe in what year, something like that.
That's clearly your interrogation technique. Anything else?
Not really. Let's move.
We'll be alright, Lieutenant. This is nothing.
You feel fortified by his assurance. It's going to be alright.
Yeah, thanks, Kim.
Is it, though? Nothing? You're still in for a bumpy ride here. Try not to mess it up.
Thanks. Stupid brain.
Can I help you?
About my bill for
Got the
tonight.
20 real.
Yeah, I got 20 real for the night.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
Great. I need to sing karaoke now.
No, you don't. It's not happening.
He tries not to look at you. It's dangerous to acknowledge the karaoke man.
It's my way of apologizing for the trouble I've caused. Please, let me say I'm sorry.
By causing more trouble, I think we're good.
It's part of my quest of self-discovery. Help me.
The Whirling's not a charity or a musical therapy clinic. It's a commercial establishment. You're going to scare away the customers.
Well, I haven't even had the PA system. No one's going to use it.
It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of 44.
That was the last time you had a band play here.
It's not for bands, it's for clients. Some clients, okay? Not you.
I'm a real client. I pay my bills, and I have the right to use a karaoke machine. Okay, fuck me then. Just fuck me.
Stop yelling.
I'm a real client. Pay my bills, and I have the right to use the karaoke machine.
Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got stolen.
Yeah, it's alright. Got my own song with me.
The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown. Hard.
Fine, fine. Climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair. I'll plug it in for you. Damn this karaoke machine.
Yay!
Uninstalled, he mumbles to himself. Oh yeah, time to do the damage.
Right. Goodbye. Ooh. We are definitely making a save here.
The stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak under your feet.
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
Look around the room first.
It's still early here. Faint daylight is seeping into the dining hall. All the tables have been wiped pristine clean for the customers to come. Someone's making coffee in the kitchen, but aside from that, no one's really around yet. It would be a much better idea to perform in the evening, no?
Yeah, we'll do it later.
The door is closed.
Who is it?
Tired. Controlled.
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair.
Uh-oh.
Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere. You could snoop around before going up.
I'm thinking we're going to leave this for next time. Revachol is pronounced Revachol. Orgeante is Oranje. Classe is pronounced Classier. Oh, thanks. Oh, yeah. Game... Yeah, I kind of like it. Ooh. But, yeah. I think the game is definitely coming along pretty well. Oh yeah, definitely Price is Right. Hopefully this cold that's been kicking my butt will be cured at some point, or, you know, maybe it'll never be. You know, maybe this is my existence. Tomorrow's Sunday. Well, at least tomorrow's still a day off. Yeah, wishing you all well too. Thanks all for dropping by. Seth, Naboo, and everyone else who came and went early on. Thanks all for dropping by, and hope you all have a great time. Tomorrow will be, well, going back to the Rat Wars. So see you then, folks.